Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions. You are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. This is Season 4, Episode 7. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe. You can share this video also and leave your comments below. Now let's get into this episode. Okay, so it's not going to be a long video because some things are kind of like, in a way, self-explanatory, or it's just not really long conclusions of anything. Of course, we are starting where we left off in the last episode, where Unique confronts Rock. Of course, he puts the blame that she got Ronnie to do her dirty work as far as taking him out, or attempting to take him out, and taking over everything that he was establishing. And of course, she denies it all and all that good stuff, and then even asked about Andre, the lawyer, about was she fucking him? And it's just like, wait, what? Like, you can tell that he's not all together, and denies. Rock says, no, this is not what was going on. So basically, at this point, Unique's like, I don't care what you got to say. I'm going to take everything from you, and then later on, I'm going to put you in the ground. I don't believe he's ever going to put her in the ground, because there are some type of feelings there that he don't share even with his baby mama. So from that point, Rock went and told Marvin and Kanan what's happening and all this good stuff. And of course, Kanan, with his smart mouth, got stuff to say, saying that you effing this up, you always a fuck up, you this, da 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 da. And it's just like, sir, things happen. Everything bad happens. So Marvin's like, Mark, watch your mouth, da 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 da. Duke is there too. Kanan finally leaves. Marvin's like, look, I done told you that to Rock that you need to put a belt to his behind. And Duke said, he's grown. Is he? Isn't he like 14, 15, 16? Isn't he supposed to be in school? Grown because he out there doing his own thing? That's not grown. That's just somebody that's in rebellion and whom Rock had not been able to get a hold of anymore. That's not grown to me. You're grown. You're grown, Duke, because you graduated from high school and went on to the army. Whatever. You know, I did want to make this point about Marvin. Now, Marvin talked about a belt. It's like, you fought Duke like she was a man. So, what, that was in, what, season 1, season 2? So, nuh-uh. Sorry. No. I think both the uncles need to go take him somewhere and beat the off of him. You know? So, okay, so, Unique's doing his thing. He goes and finally reveals himself to his baby mama and moves her and Jerome out to some very luxurious apartment. And he demands her to stay there. It's like, well, I got to go check on my mom. She has dialysis. And he says that he'll have one of his guys take her mom to dialysis because you and your mom are the only ones that know that could be witnesses to what I got going on. So he tells her about Rock. She's not believing that that's really what's going on, and he goes ballistic on this girl. So obviously it's not going to be a good thing. And obviously there is this anger is really passion and love for this woman, but he's turned it into that as far as getting revenge. That's where I'm at, and that's where I'm sticking to. Rock finally figures out that it's been Unique that's been hitting all her spots all this time. She tells Stefano what's going on. I think Rock wants to lay low right now, and that's what really pissed off Kanan. Back at Kanan's, where he hid his stash, it's gone. So now they're looking for short dudes because now all of a sudden he's gone. Even so, what does that mean, Kanan? You paid him for the knowledge, for the information he got about Famous, and then he ended up betraying you again, that you don't even know about the first one, about he went to your stash and took everything. He was asking those questions and you didn't pick up on nothing. Oh well. How many get happy when something bad happens to Kanan? I do. Not the Famous stuff, but the other stuff. Because it's just like, I don't understand the amount of anger and hatred he has towards his mom. And it just seems like it's an underlining thing of, I just want to be my own person, instead of just like saying that it's better to punish Rock and be evil and crazy and stupid like some teenager, which you are a teenager, but it's just like you're trying to be in this adult world, still acting like you are 10. Sorry. Lou talks with the AR girl, and they resolve everything. She said, look, I know you've grown. It was just, I don't want to get my feelings hurt if I really want to get involved with you. And Lou said, no, that's not going to happen. So the rapper dude ends up robbing someplace or whatever. I don't know exactly what happened because I've been trying to understand what's happening, but I can't follow it all the way. He goes back to the studio and all that, and the record label dude is there. I don't know if he was shocked that he was there or something, but there was a weight of guilt on this dude for what he did or what he was involved in. Because Lou was laying down tracks and all that good stuff. Lou is back in the business, y'all. Not just with the record business. I thought it was just going to be about getting fame back, but something's been resurrected in him, so he's back. So let's see what else happened. Marvin caught that Juke took Marvin's gun again, and he said, you know what, for the time being you can have it. I'm not saying that you should be out there doing all this other stuff, but because of other stuff that's happening, I need you to be protected so you can have it for now. It's kind of his way of, he was still saying, I don't want you out here doing all this crap, but to me it was double fold. I think he used the whole, I want to protect you, in order to kind of give his co-signage, like, I can't stop you. I know I can't, so I know you're going to be doing this anyways. So here you go. Kanan asked Juke, do you want to do business? And she said, work for you? I can't do that. Then Kanan offered that they could be partners. Cool. Rock goes to Pop and Smoke in regards to what's happening. She said, well, this really has nothing to do with us and being on guard. We have business with Kanan, not with you. So after Rock leaves, I think Pop, whichever one, says, is this something really that we need to be worried about with Unique? And he said, no, we could, or it could be an opportunity. Later on in the episode, Unique does meet with them. So it looks like there's this monopoly that's about to take place with all the players that Rock has been dealing with all this time. So everybody's betraying whomever, probably just to stay alive at this point. Of course, I think Rock has figured out who is backing Unique, or at least knows that Unique is being backed by someone who doesn't really want to go up against Stefano. Stefano explains the game as to what's happening right now to Marvin. Sal's brother is basically trying to turn the little guys against each other to come at me, basically. He says that at this point we need somebody to replace Rock, and he wanted to be Marvin. And Marvin basically said, you are out of your mind. I'm not doing any of that. So I know that they're building something to have some friction between Rock and Marvin. There's too many people that have been chipping at his yes man position that he has had. And don't you really want your own? I think eventually there's going to be a divide. I thought probably we'll see a big sneak of that come the finale. I think we're getting 10 episodes, maybe 9, but it's either we got 3 or 4 episodes left. 2 or 3 episodes left. So we're going to see. The Thomases, they come around for Mom, and Lou says, was she all that bad? Well, not was she all that bad. It was just like she did the best that she could. They come to that conclusion. For me, I think that is just total BS. Not about the mom, but it feels like an excuse to me, because nobody asked to be in this world but the 2 people that were making the baby, and this is in general. So just like, I understand that you were limited in what you could do, but the mom basically checked out, especially after the dad took his life. So anyways, they were talking about some good memories and all that, and then they talked about Mom wanting Marvin to unalive her, and then Lou said she wanted her to do it too, for him to do it too. And she asked Rock asked, why didn't she ask me? Because I think Lou or I think it was Lou that said, well, basically that she knows that you are going to make her suffer. And we'll get back to the mom in just 1 second. Is there anything else that happened during this episode? Of course, Kanan and them are trying to figure out who really put down Fame. It's like, it can't be just the police that did it. There had to be somebody else. Kanan sees Rock, while driving by, paying the cops. And somehow he figures in his head and tells Crystal, do you trust me? Or can I trust you? Yeah. So he says that Rock is the one that put down Fame. You are one of the most dumbest idiots. For now. I know you get smarter later on, but it's just like, I don't like Kanan. So you are a dumb idiot to me. Like, what? Stop it. So that's where he's putting 2 and 2 together. So Rock visits mom, and I think they made peace. And Rock says, well, Marvin said it, and Lou said that you wanted them to off you. And they couldn't do it. And the mom said, well, are you going to do it? In that whole challenging way that she likes to do. Rock says, do you want me to do it? And she says, I don't want to live with this pain no more. So Rock gets the medication. They again made their peace. She injects them with whatever the drug is. She holds her hand. Rock is crying. The mom is crying. So in some type of way, it was kind of really good, So I was cool with this episode. It is short review and all that. Just not a lot of stuff was happening, so it's cool. But tell me what you think of this episode. I think even though Unique is on top, I think his world is going to come crashing down just as fast as he's building it up, because he cannot make good decisions. That's just my opinion. And of course, there's going to be a divide between Marvin and Rock at some point. Oh, I forgot about Juke. Juke going cruising. She went to her gay bar and met up with this chick and had sex in the bathroom. She wanted the number, or the other girl wanted the number, and she said, no, but this was cool. Thank you. Lord. Yeah, so she's cruising. And they played RuPaul's song, you better work, turn to the left, work, turn to the right. That song. Isn't it like 91? I don't know when that song came out, but I know it was in the 90s, so maybe it was the time. Anyways, that's all I have. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Give me some predictions of whenever the finale is going to air and all that good stuff. And that's all I have. Again, like, subscribe, get in the comments. And until the next one, peace.